Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to the family, alright? So we're just gonna dive right in. So grab your tea, grab your tree, grab your drink, do whatever you need to do to get comfortable because we're just gonna tap right in and see what Spirit has to say for you, okay? Give you some guidance, some clarity, some understanding, some perspective on your journey. Remember, everybody's journey is different, so be open-minded. It's not going to resonate from start to finish. If you want a more personal reading, hit me up. I'd love to help you out, okay? It is extremely beneficial that you come to see me if you're having issues because, it's fun. I make it fun. And it's extremely therapeutic in a spiritual way, So you're going to get something. Something from this reading is going to resonate with you. But like I said, it's not going to resonate from start to finish as it's a collective reading and I have a lot of viewers who watch my readings. So please take what you can from it. And like I said, if you want a more personal reading, don't hesitate. I'll put all the information at the bottom so you can contact me anytime, okay? Let's start off. Spirit guides, ancestors, oracles of the highest white light. Please give me a guided, clear, precise channeled message as to what my collective needs to know for some guidance on their journey. Show me, show me, show me. Okay, guys, there's a lot going on in the energy. I'm going to just let you know right off the bat, the Temperance Angel. Okay? It's about practicality. We're balancing out these energies, trying to transmute all this darkness into light. Now, it takes a lot of energy in order to do this, to face ourselves instead of doing all that projecting. We got to reflect. But the Temperance Angel is here, okay? Archangel Michael to come and protect you, to show you that you are not attached to these entities, to these energies, to these thoughts, to these people, places, or things, okay? Internally, we are balanced, but we have to learn the 5D and the 3D, the light and the dark, and come together balanced so that this way there's not an overexert. For instance, like if I was on a diet and I said, okay, I'm not going to eat the cake, but I don't eat the cake. When I do go to have a piece of the fucking cake, I'm going to end up eating the whole cake instead of just a slice. So it's the same thing as our healing. The more we suppress, when it comes up, there's more. We're going to end up overindulging. So it's really important that you do feed your inner child the things that you want. You do open up to the dark side of yourself to let the light in. Okay? Balance. Temperance Angel. Okay? It's about giving space for others to find this balance internally as well. Show me what's going on. Told you it was a lot in the energy. The Hermit. The Temperance Angel with the Hermit. It's kind of beautiful. The Hermit is like that purgatory energy, okay? Very dark. But when you're in that dark, desolate kind of energy for so long, you do light it up with the knowledge, self-knowledge, understanding. Then there's not really an insecurity there because you know it's in the dark. Hermit, you take the time to go inwards. You got a light that's shining that beautiful cavern, but you also see that it's very desolate. It's very cold. The fucking Temperance, yo. Okay? So, it's like getting the wisdom after finding the balance internally and then showing how other people can do it too. There's a beautiful rainbow behind Archangel Michael just showing you that there may be an earthbound angel around you. The Two of Swords that's helping you to get out of this purgatory energy. Now, when we've been blindfolded for a long time, when we take the blindfold off, it's not always a pretty picture. And this is why we need a little bit of understanding that we're not alone through it. Okay, especially as starseeds. You know, I was telling a client earlier that, you know, we're star seeds. So we're made of water and light. And we were a star. Now this star has combusted and now we're fragmented, okay? And because we're so far away from our soul tribe or from people who are of our star, it feels we're very alone, we're very much not supported. And when we take off the blindfold, it kind of does make us feel a little bit exiled. And then we want to go backwards. We want to find crutches or, you know, some kind of coping mechanism in order for us not to have to see the truth. But with the Temperance Angel and the Hermit right next to this, it's like it's a little bit of a padding, you know? It's like a little bit of an easier when you take off the blindfold to know that you're very fucking protected with the wisdom that you've gotten through these darker experiences, the Lovers in reverse. It's the lack of imbalance internally. This is where we're able to see. So it's never mind what's going on externally. It's always an internal battle. We're always facing some kind of insecurities and a choice to be made. And whether we're making the right choice, not understanding that whether it's a so-called good choice or a so-called bad choice, they are choices and they have learning lessons to them as well. But do we, not knowing, take the wrong road and pay the harder consequences, okay? Or take the lighter consequences and learn less of the lessons. Do you see what I mean? So is there a good and is there a bad to this? However, when we go through so many dark experiences because of the lack of self-love and confidence and that really big insecurity that causes us to self-sabotage, we're able to take the blindfold off and finally see that maybe it was an internal battle that we were facing the whole time. And how we have the protection to even go through these experiences, but to not have them change us. To still be able to open your heart up to believe in love. Through the wisdom of understanding that if I can light up my darkest days internally, then why can't others? If I've been through the darkest of days and do this, then why can't others? And this is the beauty of it. Even through the trials and tribulations and the darkest times, we can learn the greatest lessons. So was it really a mistake? Show me more. The Prince of Cups. Okay, Princess of Cups. It's in reverse, so it's the immaturity. Okay, when we see that we were immature internally and that we clearly have materialized or manifested or called the same kind of energies that we were giving internally, we go woo-hoo and we take the blindfold off, and then that's when we start to love on ourselves. We find self-love and we give our love that we were giving others to ourselves, because clearly we weren't getting that from the people around us. Because the people around us were lacking of that love and of the stability or the ethics or the morals or whatever, and we're choosing the dark side only because internally we were choosing this as well. And when we choose different internally, our externally is different as well. 9 of Wands. Now, because of this choice that you made, you have somebody who's very upset. The 9 of Wands energy is going right underneath the Hermit and the Temperance Angel, okay? Somebody is feeling weak and buckling under pressure because you took the blindfold off. Like I said, there's a lot of feeling left out in the cold, okay, from this Temperance Angel, this Earth Angel. Or you have somebody who wants to come in as an Earth Angel to help you, but because of your trials and tribulations and you feeling weak and buckling under pressure because of the experiences that you've been through and the dark, desolate areas in that purgatory, you're scared to go to purgatory, you know, kind of to face yourself. This is the thing. People are scared to face themselves. There is no demons or nothing, but it's like, how far have you suppressed this inside of you that you need to bring it up, okay? Now, the Nine of Wands with the Five of Pentacles is telling me that there is a feeling of left out. And because of the insecurities internally, you will not allow this earth angel to come in to help you, to allow you to take the blindfold off as well, because you're scared to see yourself. And that's okay, because the Seven of Wands is theirs. This earth angel is here to protect people, to give them the quality of life, to understand that they can do this. You do not have to stay stuck. You do not have to stay binded. You are free. But it's the internal battles and the lack of self-love that causes us to stay stuck and trapped and binded. Nine of Pentacles. It's in reverse. Somebody is trying to show you that you can protect this lack of independence. Okay? Somebody in the energy wants you to feel like you are not self-sufficient, not independent, but this is what you're protecting. You're showing people that you are, that you do not need an external crowd. You are not for everybody. You shouldn't be for everybody. You do not have to please everybody. You do not have to say yes to everybody. This is what this earth angel hermit is teaching people, to take the blindfold off, to really stand up for yourself through these lack of, with the Lovers in reverse, when people choose to do dark things knowing better. And it's only because of the immaturity internally, that the lack of self-love, right, that causes them to buckle under pressure, because they've put so much burdens on other people, and then when the shoe is on the other foot, they really can't take it, is what my cards are saying. And this is why they're feeling left out, and they don't want this earth angel or this person on earth that is of angelic assistance to help, because of the immaturity, not realizing that this person is a Seven of Wands. So they're very protective, and they don't mind, even if a person is mean to them, they're still going to protect them, because this is what earth angel does. There is really, and it's about teaching people to get out of this trapped codependent energy, that you do not need to fit in. You are not like everybody, and you're not supposed to be like everybody, but you are like your soul tribe, which is this star. Okay, we're all stars. We really are. There's 7 billion fucking stars on this planet right now. However, we're all made from different stars, which means different frequencies. So we're only going to be able to meet up with these certain people when we're at that certain kind of frequency to meet them. So we have to raise our vibrations and continuously put out this love, even if we don't get it back. Fuck it, it doesn't even matter, because we know Source loves us for what we do. The death, it's putting to death these toxic energies of, are we doing it good enough, or is it good enough? You know, we're all going to go through this Nine of Wands energies in reverse, the Wounded Warrior in reverse, where we feel like we're buckling under pressure, and we go in and take the wrong road, you know. But like I said, there is no wrong road. It's really about the lessons and the choices you make afterwards, to put to death this lack mentality and feeling left out in the cold, because really you're not left out. We're never really alone. If you really know yourself, you're not alone. You're fucking the best person to be with. That's that Temperance angel. That's that Archangel Michael coming to protect you, to understand that you're fucking always going to be good, because of the knowledge through the experiences, all those trials and tribulations that have been character builders, to be able to protect you and then teach others how to protect themselves as well, just by standing sovereign, to get out of this codependent energy. You don't need a crowd. You don't need people to really, you know, validate your life. And it's good to go be a ghost sometimes, you know, because the Death card is about transformation. It's about putting to death the lack mentalities and the I shoulda, coulda, wouldas, or I can't. The Six of Swords, and moving away to calmer waters, being guided by the ancestors to understand that you get away from this. Because if you're sitting around a bunch of, you know, I'm just going to say the word because it is the best word to explain it, but there is no, a bum, somebody who will not do for themselves, then you are going to be the next person sitting in that situation, because you are the company you keep. The same thing as if you really, really sat with somebody and picked their brain and seen how dark a person really was, will you really lay with them? Knowing that? stand, support them, marry them? Oh, fuck no, I wouldn't. Nope. Self-respect is number one. This is why we move away from situations, in order to stand up for ourselves, protect ourselves, and then teach others by example. Remember, words are just fucking words. Energy never lies. And we get to protect ourselves from these lower vibrational energies of this tool, this lovers in reverse, knowing that it's not going to be a balanced partnership, or a good loving connection or friendship or family relationship, because it's an imbalanced relationship. It's more on the dark side because it's very ego ridden, it's very selfish and superficial, and this is something that you don't want, because it's about teaching and moving away to calmer waters from the turbulence and away from this codependent energy of the Nine of Pentacles. And a lot of people are only in that lack mentality and the lovers in reverse is because of the Princess of Cups. They're not being able to accept oneself and the love. And this is what's in the dark. We're not going to get all the answers with the moon in reverse. I mean, the moon in the upright. Two of the codependencies. You have to look internally for that to see exactly what your triggers are and what you're fearful of. Because remember, anger and all that, envy, it's a fear-based mentality, and it's always an internal hatred that you feel that's projecting onto others. People aren't going to know your darkness, and this is what people need to understand. They're not going to know your stuff. It's nobody's business, really, but you need to do the work for you. You don't have to tell anybody, but you need to tell you, and you need to make peace with you and source about what has happened, so that you can protect yourself through all adversities and take the blindfold off, to understand that there is no right and wrong answer. There is no, good way to do things or right way to do things. It's the same thing as having a child. When we have a child very young, even old, there's no book to say how you're supposed to really raise a child. You have to wing it. You have to go through experience, and really appreciate the moment for the moment, because we're not going to have all the answers. But just to know that you are internally authentic will give you that internal protection. Take the blindfold off. Move away and put to death what no longer serves you. Four of Swords. Now somebody may be sick, and this is why the Death card is right there underneath the Nine of Wands, and this is why we have to be careful, okay? Because the more you suppress things, it comes up. Believe me, stress kills, stress really, really kills, and this is why I don't care. I'll say whatever I need to say it whenever I need to say it, because of the fact that I know that stress kills. And the more that you hold things in when you want to say, and it causes a lot of health problems. All kinds of different health problems, from ulcers, from bowel movement issues, stomach issues. Like, there's so much headaches, and there's so many issues that arise from the fact of not looking at self and suppressing things so far for so long, okay? But you have a Ten of Cups. This is what you're moving away from. The feeling of not being able to heal yourself. We can heal ourselves, guys. We are self-healers, and this is what I love to teach. I love my one-on-one sessions because of the fact that this is what I teach. It's about emotional fulfillment. When you are emotionally fulfilled, you can literally heal. When your mind is good, your body heals. But if your mind is not good, your body is not going to heal. It's going to make it worse. So we have to think of that, and we have to have a good mind, and we have to put out stuff for the best. Then we will get this home, this foundation, this family. Even if you don't have the support, you have the support from the ancestors, which is probably better, because at the end of the day, wouldn't you want that? We all, we don't know when we're going to go. So you're going to die how you die, right? It is what it is. It's inevitable. We're born here. We're going to die here. It's the only thing that is guaranteed. Fucking guaranteed. Death. It's inevitable. But how are we going to go? Are we going to go down easy, or are we going to, go hard? It's a choice. I would want to do it with love and understand and teach that love. It's Get one last one to close this. Sir God, show me. Thank you. Princess of Pentacles, out the mud. Now you're getting a brand new job raise, something that's going to help you, tangible. But it's about learning, studying, really being innovative. Okay, like I said, getting it out the mud, showing people how to get it out the mud, that you can make mistakes and still learn from them, you know. Sometimes we have to make the mistakes to learn. How else are you going to learn? This is where that box religion-based thinking, oh, you're going to burn for what you do and da-da-da-da-da, and you're never going to make amends, and you're going to have to suffer for the rest of your life for what you've done. Wrong. No, you will not. No, you do not have to. Don't listen to that, because if that was the case, I'd be dead and miserable. So you can change your life. And I believe in all of you. And this is what the Princess of Pentacles is talking about. Really seeing it and having that emotional fulfillment to be like, listen, I've done it. I'm able to do it. Now let me teach. Let me show people how they can protect themselves. Not knowing what is in the dark. You're never going to know. But you can take it upon yourself to heal yourself and what is in the dark with you internally. By yourself, nobody there, no crowd, no nothing. Don't give a fuck about what the external world thinks. Go into hibernation, go into hermit mode, and really see who you are. That internal light. Have patience for yourself through the process to understand it's like an onion. Layers to this shit. And it's linear. So it's never ending. So you have to have patience. Because the more fast you want this shit to happen is, you know, if you want it yesterday, it's never going to work. So try again, okay? It's not your time. And which is a great thing, too, to understand that maybe you're not ready for it. It's perfect. It's a step. This is why I say, so this healing is not exactly for everybody because of the fact that we do suppress so much stuff that if you jump right into it, it could hurt you as well. And this is why I like to try to make it light, make it fun, because tarot can be very, very dark. And this is why I use the oracle to make it a little like, you know, to gas you back up, because of the fact that, you know, we need the light with the dark. We have to balance it out. There's a lot of grays here, okay? And a lot of people would like to live in a black or a white world, but don't realize that there's 1,000 different shades in the middle, which are beautiful. So we need to understand that, okay? Because the Five of Swords is here and it's in reverse. There's a lot of defeat in the energies, okay? It's very, very heavy and things are going on all over the place. And this is why I'm kind of glad that this is more of a higher vibe energy, because of the fact that it teaches that you're allowed to go through these experiences without actually, you know, holding too much of it. You know, we take responsibility, we reflect, and we move on. We don't stay in that, and we don't hurt ourselves more because of the wrong choices we made. This doesn't help no fucking body. We make amends, and we patiently and peacefully try to be, just be. Okay, because of the starseed energy, it feels very much alone. Okay, in a world full of a lot of people, but it's only because of the fragmented energy. So when you're able to come within source, within self, you feel the energy has come back. So then you feel whole without being around people. You don't need but you feel the energy. It's about frequency. It's about vibrations. And when you raise your vibrations, you do call in these energies. You feel them. And then as the vibrations and energies get higher, then you can meet these people in physical form. The golden children, what the fuck did I just say? You can meet them in physical form. Okay? Inner child, tenderness, innocence, and rare gifts. Okay? There's a lot of us out here. I'm not the only one, especially in my town. But the fact that people are so much sleeping and in this envious energy of the bucket full of crabs, they would rather, you know, project instead of reflect to see how beautiful they are internally as well. It is what it is, but we have choices, right? Some people would rather choose that, but it's only a programming. So if we're programmed to think like that, then we can reprogram our minds to be of love and service, the blue flame. Exactly. The soul ascension internally, okay? Spontaneous awakening, activation, and ignition time. It's time to activate. It's time to power up. It's time to really see that you are beautiful all by yourself. It's not a twin ray. It's not a twin flame. It's a blue flame. One flame. Soul ascension. Breath of the cosmos. My will to thy will. Micromanaging the universe. You are connected to source. You are connected to it all. So you are not alone. Remember that. Star bathing. Light body, crystal grid, transmission and activation. You are connected to the source. You just have to remember that, and all the energy will come back to you, and you will feel connected with that blue flame, that internal flame, that light. And remember that even through death, we are still living because we are frequency, we are light. So our body dies, this physical body dies, but our soul does not. It generates and it transforms. That's what energy does. It transforms. Okay? And you're learning this, and you're seeing how beautiful and how connected the 10 of Cups you are, and you're teaching this. Protection. It says the Falcon, act on the opportunity that's before you and commit to it. Okay? So there's an opportunity in front of you. And like I said, somebody is scared to really approach or do the work or whatever this is, but you have an opportunity to really tap in, to let go of, or somebody is letting the blindfolds really down, okay? But they're scared because of the sickness, because they prolonged this thing for so long. I can only speak from experience. When I was a drug addict and I, got sober, I got really fucking sick, and then when I was an alcoholic and I got so sober, like, I got really, really sick. So you have to keep in consideration these things. And sometimes it takes medical supervision in order for you to come down because it's scary. So take it into consideration. And sometimes we need help and you have to ask for help. There's nothing wrong with that, but you have to take the opportunities that's in front of you and commit to it. And remember, I've done programs so many times, and it was always because for my kids or for my mother or somebody else. But when I finally did it for myself, that's when I actually, it worked. It was only because I wanted to do it, right? We have hard heads, and sometimes we got to learn from the hard way. And this is what this experience in this story is all about. Just learning the hard way and not beating yourself up. Just learning. The Cardinor says you're too fragmented in the situation. Step back and see the bigger picture before making a decision and taking any action. Okay? Breathe in the cosmos. Understand that my will is thy will. So your will is the will of the universe. So if you have that pessimistic attitude of the glass is half empty, then you will get that same energy. If you're not loving on self and being extremely childish, then you're going to bring in these lover and reverse energies. This is where you balance out the practicality and the spirituality, understanding that there is compromise in every situation because we're human and having human experiences, which means we're allowed to make mistakes. One more, please. Thank you. And we got the gorilla. The gorilla. Okay? Take the time to listen compassionately to those you love, especially family members. Remember that everybody has an ulterior motive. Okay? So always think first and foremost about you. Okay? Because at the heart of the deck is the zebra. It says, let go of your fears and know that you are safe and protected at all times. Okay? You are star bathing. You are part of the ancestors of the stars, okay? Of the galactic energy and Akashic records are able to tap in. But first we have to do the work to be able to do that, which means it takes a lot of dedication and sacrificing. The paleo, the Hawaiian owl. Your ancestral spirit guides are offering you guidance now, so pay close attention to the signs and omens from them, okay? And the cat. So the cat is the opposite of the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, okay? It's actually some advice for people who are in this codependent energy who can't really get out because maybe they're in a relationship because of finances, or maybe, they're so used to the narcissistic energies of their family that they, feel like they need their family there to validate what they're doing when it's not healthy. So they just need to learn to escape, which is a very hard thing to do. It's not a click of a finger, guys. This is why I tell you to be patient with yourself, because it can get messy. We don't want messy. We're trying to avoid messy. The cat. It's time to strike out on your own and replenish your over-dependency on others. Okay? And remember to listen to people, but at the same time to keep your, free will, to have your own mind, so that when you're going into things, you can be the gorilla, ask people, but stand firm and understand that it's about protecting and showing others to protect themselves as well. That it's not about holding grudges, but yet understanding where they've been, so that we can really move on with love. Not love maybe for others, but at least love for ourselves. It's the start. It's a start. You are a golden child, okay? And you have this beautiful light that's really shining bright on a lot of people. So we're going to get a healing message from the plant world and get some guiding message for you, okay? And see exactly what the plant world has to say for you, for your healing, because this is definitely a healing message, okay? And understanding that, the Queen Anne's lace, there's nothing there. Okay, the Queen's Anne's lace. It's a tongue twister. Queen Anne's lace supports transformation by reminding us not to indulge or deny the past, but to use each experience as a stepping stone to the future. It supports spiritual expansion while helping us to stay grounded. I don't fucking make it up. My ancestors are the fucking shit. Good job, guys. Seriously. Let's get an affirmation for the day, okay? So remember to put your affirmations at the bottom to just let the universe know exactly what you're doing, like it says, oneness is my true nature. It's time to really go with self-love and one love, understanding that when you really do see self, you don't want to hurt self. And knowing that if you do hurt somebody else, that you're really just hurting yourself internally. This is how you feel. So it's a crazy cycle, but when you're really open, you see the universe works fast when you're having fun. Remember, okay? So have some fun. Be open. Have an open mind. Be receptive. I am spirit having a human experience, and I'm here to get closer to love. I don't fucking make it up. I think I said this already. It's fucking beautiful, guys. Let's get some universal messages because, okay, so we have the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. Now we have a full moon in Taurus coming, I'm pretty sure. And it's also a lunar eclipse. It's on the 9th, okay? So let's see what the High Priestess of Light has to say for us. Spirit guides, ancestors, oracles. Let's get some more advice from the High Priestess of Light. It says calming the water. Now that's the one that I just pulled out, honestly. It says find peaceful self-resolution, okay? It's all about peaceful self-resolution, because once we're peaceful internally, then externally is just that. Extremely peaceful, okay? Soul radiance. You understand and see how beautiful you are, and that you're a phoenix rising through the ashes, which means you have to go through the fucking ashes. You have to go through the experiences and the depths, because that's where you get guided. That's where your path is being illuminated. That's where you light that bitch up, is in the dark, correct? Brilliant beliefs. You have to believe in yourself, okay? Illuminate your life force. What drives you? What fires you? What makes you tick? And also dissect those demons and see what makes them tick as well, okay? You really have to see the light and the dark of you. You have to really, do the work and believe in your personal power to achieve anything. Precognition. Okay, guys, you have this psychic ability. We all have crazy psychic abilities, but it's up to you to really tap into them and see the future and the vision for yourself, and really not do it with darkness, but with love and light, and go with the flow of things, understanding that we have no control over anything or anybody but our fucking selves. Letting go, cleansing, and receiving. Being guided through the experiences to be able to cleanse, to be able to receive, to be able to protect, and show people the guiding way to do it as well. Last closing message is friendship. I don't make it up, guys. It's about calling in the soul tribe. But in order to do that first, you have to be connected with the frequencies first. And then you can manifest that in the 3D. But you have to connect in the 5D first and do the fucking work and raise the vibrations to get the support, the fun, the unity, and the play internally first. Telepathic. You're speaking already to these people. You know, you're having connections with these people already. You're being very you're turning your perspective of to what you're connecting with the other side into communication with people to really help them as to touch the earth and plant something new for their life. So it's all about next generation. It's fucking beautiful. At the bottom of the deck, you're summoning your powers. You're activating the crystal grids through the landlines, through the universe, through the ancestral knowledge, and tapping into the Akashic records to really see and your instincts, your intelligence, and see the control and the self-discipline that you have, and install this into others. It's fucking beautiful, guys. All right, let's get some more message. It's time to go with the flow. All right, you can't control life's events. You can only control how you deal with them. It's easier to go with the flow when life challenges you. Emotions can overflow unless you fucking release them. Growth. Rising Phoenix. Growth requires you to step out of your comfort zone. Growing pains can help you gain wisdom and experience. The old must be left behind before growing into something new. The Phoenix rising. I don't make it up. All right. Renewal and rebirth. Examine what you resist discarding and reassess what needs to be renewed and given a fresh start. Clean up all the things around you that are cluttering your life. And the last message, it's time for action, guys. It's time for you to be the warrior, the Queen of Swords, and start slaying people with the truth, your authentic truth. This is what really shines, you know, your light, and then you're able to attract people who are of your value as well, okay? Take some form of action without regret. Examine what is holding you back from taking action and cut it loose. You will get immediate results through acting decisively. No maybes. It's time to manifest, guys. You are the unicorn of your own life. Remember, you have to do the internal work in order to get the external work, okay? Manifest your dreams and watch them materialize. Be willing to do the work on the inside to make manifestations possible. Make your intentions clear. Remember, it's about the greater good of all, harming none on the way. It is what it is. It's time for you to stand in your truth. No more blindfolded. You're not in the Two of Swords anymore. You're out of it. And this is a little, look, you're on the journey. And it took you a little bit to be a little bit courageous and bold to go and stand in your truth and go on this journey that is definitely not paved, but remain authentic to your core values. Truth can be masked, so be objective when dealing with emotional issues. Okay? You address areas in your life that are not achieving your deepest truth because you are going on a journey. Do things in a different way. Take a new route. Believe your life is one part of one long journey. Be prepared for an adventure. Courage and boldness. Step into courage despite your fears. Be willing to take a risk in order to gain more. Speak your truth. Okay, last closing message from the St. Francis Oracle deck. Thank you guys for spending some time with me. I hope that it helped you. I hope you got some clarity. I hope you can spread the message and help somebody, get them out of the mud, you know, understand that, you know, we don't have to suffer our whole lives for things. There is ways out. Okay, number 14, and number 14 reduces down to a 5. It's about change, guys, and change is scary, but it needs to happen in order for us to evolve. 14, the sunken cradle, going with the flow. I don't fucking make it up. Going with the flow may sound idyllic, but actually that's exactly what's required of you right now. You do not need to take immediate action or do anything in particular. Just allow things to flow along as they are. You may have recently gone through emotional changes, and it's likely you have experienced many emotions such as sadness, anger, and frustration. Now you are slowly coming to the other side and beginning to feel more like yourself. Just allow yourself to be who you need to be at this time. This is a card of slow pace, so accept this. There is no action to take. Just be kind to yourself and allow the healing process to work. Your instincts will let you know when you have to act. So for now, relax and listen to your inner guidance for further instructions. I love you guys. Love, light, respect, all that fun jazz. If you want a more personal reading, I'll put the information at the bottom, okay? Bye, guys. Stay blessed.